When Eilat Mazar realized she discovered an ancient structure near Jerusalem, she turned to the Bible to help explain what she found.
And she learned that this new discovery supports the biblical accounts of King David and his son Solomon.
For thousands of years, the story of King Solomon, the son of David and the third king of Israel, has captured the imagination of believers, historians, and archaeologists. Scripture paints him as a man full of divine wisdom, unmatched wealth, and an understanding of the world beyond his time. He built the first temple in Jerusalem, oversaw a period of peace and prosperity, and became one of the most famous kings in history. Yet one question has remained unanswered for over 3,000 years: where is King Solomon buried? The Bible tells us about his reign, his wisdom, and even his mistakes. But when it comes to his final resting place, history grows silent. Many have searched, but no one has been able to point with certainty and say, "Here lies Solomon, king of Israel." This mystery has puzzled generations. Some believe his tomb was destroyed by invaders. Others think it was deliberately hidden, sealed away beneath centuries of stone and silence. Could it be that the greatest king of ancient Israel has remained concealed for a reason? The Bible does give us one clue. In 1 Kings 11 verse 43, it says, "Then Solomon rested with his ancestors and was buried in the city of David, his father." The city of David is an ancient area just outside today's old city walls of Jerusalem. It is considered the original heart of Jerusalem. Over centuries, archaeologists have dug through its tunnels, walls, and chambers, searching for evidence of Israel's earliest kings. Many royal burials from that era have been identified, but no confirmed tomb of Solomon has ever been found. In recent decades, biblical archaeologists have returned again and again to the city of David. One of the most respected voices was Dr. Eilat Mazar, who believed that the Bible could serve as a reliable guide to uncovering ancient Jerusalem. She often said that her greatest tool was not her shovel or pickaxe, but Scripture itself. Through careful study, she and her team uncovered remains that many believe to be King David's palace, along with walls, rooms, and artifacts from the 10th century BC, the very time of Solomon's reign. Then, something remarkable happened. Deep underground, beneath layers of rock and ruins, archaeologists uncovered a sealed chamber. Heavy stones had kept it hidden for over 2,000 years. When it was finally opened, what lay inside stunned the team. Golden items, rare vessels, and intricately carved pieces hinted at royalty. Several clay seals, called bulla, were also found. These seals were used in ancient times to mark official documents. Some bore names that appear to match figures from Solomon's royal court. This suggested the chamber was connected to someone of immense status, possibly the royal family itself. Even more astonishing were ancient scrolls wrapped in protective material, along with stone tablets covered in mysterious inscriptions. Some symbols have yet to be fully translated, but scholars believe they may contain wisdom, records, or teachings from Solomon's era, perhaps even from the king himself. The Bible describes Solomon as a man uniquely gifted by God. 1 Kings 4 verse 29 tells us, "God gave Solomon wisdom and very great insight, and a breadth of understanding as measureless as the sand on the seashore." The verses that follow describe how Solomon spoke about the natural world, trees, plants, animals, birds, even fish. He wasn't only a king, he was a thinker, a teacher, and a man deeply curious about creation. If the writings found in the hidden chamber really date back to Solomon's time, could they represent part of this wisdom preserved for centuries? Could they be a fragment of his legacy, buried in silence, waiting for the right time to resurface? But the chamber held more than treasures and scrolls. Among the findings was a stone plaque engraved with a strange message, a possible warning. Though weathered by time, it appeared to caution anyone who disturbed the space. Such warnings remind us of the curses inscribed on Egyptian tombs to deter grave robbers. But this was not Egypt. This was Israel. Would Solomon or his descendants have left such a message? It's possible. The Bible tells us in 1 Kings 11 verse 4 that when Solomon grew old, His wives turned his heart after other gods, and his heart was not fully devoted to the Lord his God. Perhaps in his later years, Solomon feared what might happen if his knowledge fell into the wrong hands. Could he have ordered parts of his wisdom to be sealed away, hidden until the appointed time? The possibility of finding Solomon's tomb, or even a chamber connected to him, has enormous implications. Jerusalem is already one of the most contested cities on earth. A discovery of this magnitude could have religious, cultural, and political consequences. Solomon's legacy touches three of the world's major faiths: Judaism, which remembers him as the builder of the first temple; Christianity, which treasures his writings in Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, and the Song of Songs; Islam, which regards him Suleiman as a prophet and wise king. The Bible reminds us in 1 Kings 6 verse 14, "So Solomon built the house and finished it." That house, the temple, stood on the Temple Mount, a site still considered sacred and sensitive today. So, any new discovery tied to Solomon must be handled with the utmost care. It is not merely archaeology. It is living spiritual history. The artifacts and scrolls from the chamber are currently being studied with extreme caution. Preservation experts are working to prevent the fragile materials from decaying. Translators are slowly examining the inscriptions, symbol by symbol. It could take years before we fully understand what has been uncovered. But already, one truth is clear: history and scripture often walk hand in hand. Time and again, discoveries beneath Jerusalem's stones confirm details written in the Bible thousands of years ago. This chamber may be the latest piece of that puzzle. There is something humbling in this mystery. For all his wisdom and power, Solomon was buried in silence. His tomb has remained hidden for millennia. Could it be that it was never meant to be found? Or has it been revealed now for a greater purpose? The book of Proverbs, attributed to Solomon, offers this timeless truth. Proverbs 9 verse 10 says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and knowledge of the Holy One is understanding." Perhaps this is the real message. Not scrolls, not treasures, not even a tomb, but reverence for God as the true foundation of wisdom. The possible discovery of Solomon's tomb raises more questions than it answers. Was this truly the burial place of Israel's wisest king? Are the scrolls linked directly to him, or to his court? Was the warning plaque a curse, or simply a solemn reminder? We may not have all the answers yet, but what we do know is that this discovery has opened a window into one of the most important periods of biblical history. And maybe, just maybe, it has come to light at this moment for a reason. Whether or not the chamber proves to be Solomon's tomb, one truth remains: the wisdom of Solomon still speaks. It echoes in Scripture. It whispers in history. And now, perhaps, it has been unearthed beneath Jerusalem itself. As we wait for further study and understanding, we are left with the same call Solomon gave in his Proverbs: seek wisdom, not from gold, not from scrolls, not from kings, but from God himself. Because in the end, even the greatest rulers return to dust. But the wisdom of the Lord endures forever.